In this video, I'm gonna share with you guys the easiest video gig you will ever do that only takes 1 hour of your time and makes you $850 in pure profit. This is how I do it, and this is how you guys can do it too. What's up guys, if you're new here, my name is AJ Cruz, and on this channel, I unload everything that I know, both in the creative world and in the business world, and yes, there is a difference. So, if that is something that you guys are interested in, consider subscribing. Now, I got this idea because when I was starting off, I wish I knew the different opportunities that were out there in the world of video. And for some of you who are watching this video and want to make YouTube your full-time job, amazing. But there's also a bajillion other opportunities that are open in the creative space. And I think one of the things that doesn't get talked about enough is the types of gigs for people who are just looking to try and make some extra money, but also build up a clientele base. And one of the things that I did early on was film wedding ceremonies. Not even full day weddings, but wedding ceremonies, because yes, there is a market for couples who don't have the budget for high production weddings, but really want to make sure that they have the opportunity to go back and remember their ceremony. Now, wedding packages can range anywhere from $2,500 all the way up to $20,000, and probably even more depending on things like your social media presence, your experience in the industry, and honestly, your network as well. But don't let that be something that intimidates you, because $1,000 wedding packages are very real, and there's a giant market of couples out there where that really intrigues them. So I'm gonna break down how to pitch it and then what all goes into actually needing to film this, so that way you can do it right and you're not just doing it for the sake of doing it. So the first thing to keep in mind is, okay, well, how do we pitch selling this, right? And I believe that a package like this that is in that $1,000 price range is a really good anchor within the overall broad pricing structure that you've built out. So the way I use this in the past is when I was pricing things out for wedding couples, I had 3 main packages, with this being my lowest package, and then anchoring it with a middle and a high package. And the key here is to offer a package for couples who don't necessarily have a big budget, but give them the option to upsell into something that adds a little bit more value, but isn't necessarily gonna absolutely tear their bank account to shreds because it costs so much more for the middle package. And so the way I would probably price this out if I was just starting off would be to have this ceremony package priced at around $1,000, and we'll talk about price breakdown here in a second, with your middle package not being significantly more at about $2,500, and offering significantly more deliverables compared to your low package. And then you can price a high package up that's a couple $1,000s even more, that offers more deliverables, but is targeting a specific type of clientele that you might want to work with. So what does a ceremony package like this look like logistically? 3 things to keep in mind is 1, you want to have a multi-camera setup. 2, you want to have reliable and good audio. And 3, you want to be able to have stable shots. Now, how you get those shots is entirely dependent on how you guys want to do it, but you can purchase some pretty cheap tripods off Amazon to get you started with this. And the beautiful part is you don't need to do it all yourself, because if we want to get good quality, I think it's important to bring on help, which is where using contractors or associate shooters will be really beneficial. And pay for this is really good. I mean, you can pay a contractor $150 for 1 hour of their time, and there are a lot of people who are also beginners that will take you up on that offer immediately. And the best part is it's not hard to guide someone on how to do this properly and still get really great results. The biggest thing to focus on is you're going to be managing the whole shebang. You're going to be managing the client communication, the logistics, when the contractor is going to show up, and the delivering and fulfillment after the actual event. So how is this actually going to look, AJ? Great question, audience. I'm going to show you guys on my tablet here. I'm going to draw it out in Canva so that way you can actually see from a top-down view what the logistics of this is going to look like. And so what I've done here in Canva is I've actually built out just your typical wedding ceremony structure. And so here I'm gonna drag the bride down. And so the way my team and I typically film something like this is I always like to have a videographer, who will be your contractor, here set up on a tripod, filming the groom's reaction here. And then to make sure I'm not in the photographer shots or in my videographer shots, I like to have a second videographer, which could be you, which I would suggest it to you because this is honestly one of the most important shots, is standing here up at the front of the aisle off to the side, so that way you're not in obstruction of the view for the groom seeing his bride coming down the aisle. You're gonna film down this way. Okay? You're also gonna have a secondary stationary camera right here filming where the bride will eventually be. And ideally before the ceremony, you're going to lock in focus so you can use your contractor to stand in place of the bride get focus, lock it off into manual focus, and then just hit record so that way it's always rolling. And when the bride gets up there, it's already focused on where she be standing. So when the bride starts walking down the aisle, once she gets to right here, you're gonna film what's called the handoff, which is where the father actually hands his daughter off, or whoever is walking the bride down the aisle hands the bride off to the groom. From then on out, you are going to move your little booty right here. And as the bride gets in position up at the altar, you are going to film a wide shot. Your secondary videographer is going to be right here, and he or she is going to manage this camera on the edge on a tripod, as well as this camera on the edge. And a big thing to keep in mind here during this type of documentation is to make sure that you are communicating clearly with the photographers, because being a videographer standing here in the middle of the aisle, there are photographers who would prefer you not to do that, but there are also photographers who will stand right next to you, and you do what's called sharing the aisle. From here on out, you just film the ceremony as it is. Ideally, you would probably, when you're right here, be hovering on a gimbal or on a monopod, which is what I do because I'm old, my back tends to hurt when I'm holding a camera for too long. But you want to plan accordingly depending on the type of ceremony that you're filming. So it's important to know, are you filming a Catholic ceremony? If you are, probably rock on a monopod or a tripod, because 45 minutes of standing, I promise you, your back will kill you. If it's a shorter ceremony with a couple who's maybe not as traditional, ceremonies can last anywhere between 10 minutes all the way up to 20 minutes, which in that case, I'll rock a gimbal. And then the biggest thing here is, as you're recording, at the very end, the bride and the groom are going to walk down the aisle. They're gonna do their first kiss, and then they're gonna walk down the aisle here. And so if you're sharing the aisle with a photographer, just make sure you guys communicate and you don't step on each other's toes as you guys are walking backwards, but filming them as they're coming down, because they'll probably do a kiss in the aisle at some point. I really want to preface, like, yes, this is an easy 1 hour gig, but please, as a wedding professional myself who helps couples document their wedding day, please don't take this type of event for granted. At the end of the day, the bride and groom are trusting you to document a really important moment for them, and although it's not a big gig and it doesn't take nearly as long, it is still important. And that's how you should go into every event and every film job you have, is to know that, like, you want to do the best work you are capable of for this client. And so please take it seriously if you're going to be doing it. And guys, it is as simple as that. You charge $1,000, you pay a contractor $150, and boom, for 1 hour of your time, you make $850. The editing process doesn't take long, especially with AI editing softwares that allow you to cut back and forth between the groom, the bride, and a wide shot in less than 5 minutes. But even the editing process doesn't take long. Just sync up the audio and cut back and forth between speaking parts with the bride, the groom, and the priest. If making content creation or video your full-time job is something that you're striving for, I wish you the best of luck. Let me know if this package structure works for you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.